Now on to the next part of the workshop, developing self-discipline. So let's start with what is self-discipline. I define self-discipline as training and control of oneself and one's conduct, usually for personal improvement. So let's start with talking about the keys to developing self-discipline. I've identified 4 of them. 1, develop your goals. Then identify your daily habits. Have a good support system, and turn your habits into rituals. What are your goals, and how do you turn your goals into objectives? You can have different types of goals, such as financial goals, health and fitness goals, or personal goals. Goals are lofty and tend to be non-specific, whereas objectives are measurable and have a deadline. What I recommend is that you set annual goals with monthly or quarterly objectives. Once you have your objectives, then you need to create daily habits. You have to ask yourself, what habits are you going to practice daily in order to meet your goals and objectives? So, if you have a financial goal, you'll have a financial objective and financial habits. Same go with health or with personal. So, how do you practice good daily habits? It starts with having a good support system. Now, what's a support system? It's people and activities in an environment that help you with your daily habits. It starts with choosing the right crowd. Now, do you hang out at the bar if you want to stop drinking? No. You surround yourself with people who practice the same type of habits. So if your habit is to exercise, you may hang out with people who exercise or go to the gym. Now, when it comes to a good support system, I can't emphasize how important it is to be around the right people. The right people supporting each other in the right environment will change lives. And the people around you are your biggest influence. They influence what you think, what you believe, what you do, even what you say. Hang around with positive people and you tend to be positive. Hang around with negative people and you tend to be negative. Once you establish your habits, you want to turn them into rituals. Like the saying goes, practice makes perfect. You want to practice your habits in order for them to become second nature. Now, this doesn't happen overnight, and no one's saying that it's going to be easy. I recommend that you develop a daily schedule and you join a support group. You want to schedule time each day to perform your new habit, and you want to schedule to meet regularly with your support group. I recommend that you add structure to your daily routine. Now, this doesn't mean being perfect, and it doesn't mean not having any variation or creativity, because creativity actually gives birth to your daily routines and to your habits. What it actually means is being committed, consistent, and accountable. So, I've developed 4 steps to self-discipline that have worked for me. So let's go through each one of them. The first one is to have faith in God and in yourself. God's unconditional love gives you spiritual authority, and I define spiritual authority as the mind's ability to control energy. Number 2 is believe it. Now, you activate your spiritual authority through your thoughts and through your behavior, and then you exercise your spiritual authority through your actions and your words. The third is to declare it. Your words have power. Say out loud what you believe and what you perform in your habit. This conditions your subconscious mind, which simply does what it is repeatedly told. Also, declare it out loud with your support group. Number 4 is do it. Don't make excuses. Don't put it off. There's nothing that can stop you but yourself. So, let's quickly summarize. What is self-discipline? It's training and control of oneself and one's conduct, usually for personal improvement. What are the keys to self-discipline? There's 4 of them. Develop your goals, identify your daily habits, get a good support system, and then turn your habits into rituals. Then you develop goals, which tend to be non-specific, then objectives, which are measurable and have a deadline. And then you create habits, and you practice those habits daily in order to achieve your goals and objectives. So we talked about getting a good support system. And what's a support system? Consists of people and activities in an environment that helps you with your daily habits. We talked about the importance of choosing the right crowd. Surround yourself with people who practice the same type of habits, because the people around you are your biggest influence. I talked about how practice makes perfect and you need to add structure to your daily routine. Right? We talked about not being perfect, but being committed, consistent, and accountable. Developing a daily schedule and joining a good support group. Schedule each time to perform your new habit and schedule to meet regularly with your support group. I then finished off with the 4 steps to self-discipline. 1, Have faith in God and yourself. 2. Believe it. 3. Declare it. 4. Do it. So, wrapping it up, take life one day at a time. Remember, every day is a present, so be mindful of it. Make sure that you perform your new habits every day, and every day won't be perfect, and you may stumble along the way. But it's okay, because God's unconditional love never changes. The only thing that changes is the choices that we make. So, you can choose to be close to God's unconditional love, or you can choose to pull away from God's unconditional love. But remember, no matter what choice you make, God's unconditional love never changes, and God's love is always there for you.